outside. It's starting to storm now, by the way. So you'll probably hear some thunder in the background, but I know that she reminded me again. She reminds me so fast of all the reasons why, number one, I started to get exhausted, feeling like I had to take care of all the time. Like I had to just doing so much, running around and chasing her around and trying to keep up with her all the time. Like she's a little kid. Why? No. I shouldn't have to hold your hand in the whole damn relationship. I shouldn't have to speak up and tell you, hey, I wish you wouldn't talk to me like this. I wish, you would want to talk to me about these things. I wish you would want to discuss things more about, and it's going to sound dopey, but it is important, like our feelings and how we make each other feel and how we can talk to each other better. Okay, I'm sorry, it's raining really hard. Like how we can talk to each other better, how we can communicate better, and what are the ways that like I talk to you? What are some things that I may have said that may have hurt you, or trigger something or whatever. So she's been like through a lot. So what I'm just saying, like I try, and she's like, I don't really want to talk about that. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. You're fine. You're doing great. It's me. I know I get crazy. But, I love you, and, I know you love me. And I appreciate you for staying by me, because that's more than anyone else has ever done. And, like, my own family. And then she starts getting into a spiel about her family, about her horrible family. I know how horrible her life has been. I know, so far. I don't know all of it. But this is even more so what I try to be there for, and I try to stick around, because she doesn't seem to have much else, and... in the past, I remember she was trying to kill herself and she was hurting herself, and I was like that too. I mean, more heavily before I had met her. But I was starting to come into a point of my depression where I was kind of lightening up, where I wasn't doing it as much, and I didn't have that on my mind as much. Like it wasn't just suicide. Oh, I'm worthless. Let me hurt myself. Let me try to get out how I feel by cutting myself or punching myself or whatever, So I was like in the lighter stage of my depression at that point. But, dealing with her, I know she brought me down to the point where I was like, damn, I just can't do anything right. I would get so frustrated, right? Because I wanted the love between us to go right. I wanted it to flow, but it didn't flow. And see, another thing that I realized now with looking up the things that I have about women, and black women especially, and especially, women who have been treated a certain way, and anyone, really, people who have gone through certain things and ways of manipulation and blah, 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 and how to correct that. I've made plenty of videos where, like, I've talked about, like, I don't put up with certain things from women, and I won't tolerate certain things, but she's the one girl who can... Oh, probably. Hell, if there's one, there's more, right? I'm just saying, but she's the one girl, especially, she has a hold on me because of that past, and I know, it's my fault, because, like, I let her get the best of me. I let her do certain things. I don't put my foot down. And whenever I do, right, I let her get the best of me when she wants to whine and complain. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, you don't care about me. And it's like, hold on. No, that's not even what I said. Stop twisting it around to make it seem like I said that. I didn't say that. I said blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. Damn. I didn't in any way say that. But I said, I don't appreciate how you do this and how you talk to me like this. Like, I wish we can work things out better. Oh, so it's me, huh? Why is everything my fault? You're always putting everything that I can't do right. And I'm like, what? So again, we get on the track of talking about something else. Right? I'm not trying to talk about, you're the one who always does this. No. I'm talking about what can we do? You know what I'm saying? How can I talk to you a certain way? And I'm telling you about how, yeah, some things you say. Because, yeah, you're right. It's not just you haven't done any wrong, because, damn, most of the time it is you that's screwing things and, skewing them and, yeah, just pulling weak stuff and just, taking it to a whole nother level. Stuff that isn't even, like, on the table and on my mind, right? Like, damn. And I'm having to, again, fix everything and fix things for you. Try to fix you who's so broken and who's so sad because I made you so sad or whatever, damn. And that causes a ruckus or whatever in our relationship, because it's like, now there's another argument that we've had. There's more of a wall that just keeps getting thicker and thicker and has more girth put onto it, because again, you're just putting more in between us, and you're not cooperating here. And anyway, I just know that, yeah. So I told her late last night, like I said, we got off the phone and another argument. I said, okay, well, I'll call you in the morning. I sent her a message. I said, okay, we just had another argument. This is what I'm talking about. I don't like, I don't like that. And then I sent her another message. I'm going to sneeze, so I sent her another message that, yeah, I did sneeze on the camera. Anyway, I sent her another message that said, I'll call you tomorrow and I'll ask you about your ideas. Ideas of what? Ideas of, like I said, other things she can think of. Anyway, so I call her. Let's fast forward. I call her. This is earlier on today. I call her. And she's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? How's your day been? Like I said, this is when she mentioned the social worker. She's acting like things are kind of, going wrong. But again, she doesn't ever tell me what's up. And again, another thing about me is I like to try to fix the problem. If there's something wrong, let me take care of you. Let me try to help you and fix you. That's when I don't mind kissing your boo-boos. That's when I want you to lay on me and tell me everything that's hurting you and what's going on and how it made you feel, right? That's when I want to try to, rub your back and listen to you and say, okay, baby, I hear you. I'm here, right? And nurture you and comfort you. That's me. That's when I want to. But let me. You don't let me. And I get it, being in your pride, and because I have that too. And that, I can even speak for like my really depressed version of me, right? I felt like, oh, what's the point, And I'm just so worthless. I deserve this. I deserve this in my life. Like, this is my life, right? What's the point? Talking about it isn't gonna fix anything, and I just hate my life, right? And I hate me, and oh, everything sucks, and it shows my life how it's supposed to be, and it shows what I can't get right? So that was the depressed version of me, so I get it, right? And I felt like I had to just, I deserved that, to just take all the pain, and that included just, not saying anything at all about it, and taking that because, hey, you feel really alone, and you feel just really, it was almost kind of like I was suffocated. But I will tell you that, it's like, hey, I'm here for you, and I don't mean to like impose, whenever you're ready to talk about it, just let me know. I'm here. I've told her that plenty of times before, because again, I know she goes through things that, and things that she goes through probably triggers her past, and again, it keeps building and building with her, right? Nothing ever really gets solved, nothing ever really gets handled. No care is really shown to her in a certain way, right? So she finds ways to cope, but they're not healthy. Drinking and, getting high and things like that. So, I'm talking about like her past. She's told me, whatever. And of course, hurting herself and, keeping things inside. But when you have that one person who's actually like, hey, I love you, I care for you, I actually give a damn. I'm here if you want to talk. And then you still push them off anyway. I mean, I get that, because I also did that too. Like, I was like, okay, let's say I was dating a person. This is actually the reason why I broke up with one of the girls I was dating, my first girlfriend. I wasn't really into her though, anyway. But I'm just saying, I started to get really, fond of her, and I started to see her as really beautiful and all that stuff, and as an actual lifelong partner, right? And as a wife, and I know that I was like, I shouldn't even tell her what's going on, because I'm just gonna make her sad. I'm just gonna, this is stuff that is just so heavy. Last thing I want is her to realize how, number one, how crazy and messed up I am. Because then that's the disappointment for her. What is she supposed to do, right? Because I've kind of lied to her. I've gotten her into this, right? And now, I'm telling her about, oh yeah, I think about hurting myself, and I want to hurt myself sometimes, and things get so crazy, and I don't know what to do, and I feel worthless, and I feel depressed, and I feel good for nothing, and what is she supposed to do? Because hey, now she's kind of stuck with me, and again, now she has to try to manage and help me out. But also, I mean, that's gonna make her feel a type of way, because I didn't tell her about any of this stuff in the beginning. So it's a lot. It's a lot when you have to take care of things like that when it comes to someone else, because this person can't even really manage and take care of themselves. So that's just a lot of responsibility. And I didn't want to put that weight on her because I really did love and I cared for that girl. So that's why I didn't tell anything to her. I told some stuff, but again, it felt out of place whenever I was talking to her, right? Because she'd be talking about, oh yeah, she's had a good day, or she feels neutral, she feels fine. And then here I am, just as I was, right, talking about the things that I was talking about, and it's just silence on the phone, and I feel awkward because I'm like, dang, I'm such a loser, you know. Yeah, so it's it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I understand that. I remember that. So I try to let her know I'm here for her, and whatever it is, she can just come right out, no filter. And I also understood it was going to take some time for her to, want to do that stuff. No matter how much she loves me or cares for me or has trust instilled in me, how much trust she has put in place in regards to me, in regards to, like, her heart when it comes to me, right? I know. Try to be patient, but yeah, like I said, she gets on the phone, she's sounding kind of, dull, like something else has happened. And I'm like, is everything okay? I'm trying to get her to open up, and I'm trying to let her know, hey, I care about you, baby, I'm here for you. She's like, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, how was your day? And I'm like, it was okay. You know, I wanted to go into more detail about how crappy my day actually was. But instead of getting on the phone and again talking about something that was, well, talking about something that wasn't that light and that, cheery, I wanted to just get some happiness and cheeriness, right? Get some laughter and things like that, some goodness out of her, talking with her. So I decided to ask her about her ideas, right? I figured this would be fun, this would be good. We're gonna start talking about our ideas, and we're gonna start, brainstorming. And then she just went on this rant. I don't see why you have to do this. Like, I've never had to do this with any of my other girlfriends. Like, we shouldn't have even have to do this. Like, the fact that we even have to try to talk about this, and we shouldn't have to plan what we're gonna say, what we're gonna talk and say to each other. Like, this rant. And I'm like, okay, you're kind of making me feel like, like crap again, because I don't really know how I'm supposed to respond to that. But I tried my best. On the outside, I'm like, on the outside, I said, okay, I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. Um, I get the frustration, but you have to understand, like, because I know that, right? Because how you feel, that's kind of that's how I feel in a way, and I'm trying to, trying to help push us in, like, a good direction. I'm not doing this just because I'm so I was explaining, hey, this is the reason why, you know, it's nothing for harm. It is indeed just goodness. That's all it's meant to be. But again, in my head, now that I think about it, it's like, you may tell me that, like, you're annoyed at the fact that that I'm trying to put goodness in our relationship, that I'm trying to give us more things to talk about with each other, and you want to try to bitch at me because of that? Get out of here. Anyway, as far as back to conversation, I'm sitting there talking to her, and still storming or whatever, so the power may cut off, maybe, I don't know. Just a big streak of lightning just went across the sky, and you're gonna hear some thunder maybe, but yeah, I'm sitting there talking to her, like, trying to, I'm being calm, and I'm just like, so that's why I'm like, these are my words, literally. I'm like, okay, so baby, that's why, that's all, it is, baby. Um, yeah, but did you happen to think of any more ideas? Because, okay, in my head, even though I'm like, okay, even though she reacted this way, it doesn't mean that maybe she doesn't have any ideas. Even though she didn't say any, let me at least give her the chance to say, what it is maybe she didn't say, right? Because obviously when she got on the phone, she's very taken by whatever it is that is happening to her. Again, she doesn't share anything with me. I can't help her. I can't fix anything for her. I can't try to help her and hold her hand and be beside her, right? In the healthy ways. I can't. She doesn't let me. So, yeah. Um, I just know that, yeah. I'm sitting there like, okay, I asked her, so did you have any ideas? Like, that's really all. That's really why I'm, doing this. You know, it's not because of this, but it's literally just because of this, you know? And she's like, yeah. And then she's like, huh? What'd you say? And I repeated what I said, and she's like, and then it's just like quiet. I said, hello? Quiet. It's just quiet, quiet, quiet. I mean, like, for, a good while, and I'm like, hello? And I'm trying to be patient because I thought, okay, maybe she had to go do something. I'm like, hello? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the hell is your problem? But I'm trying to be gentle again. I'm trying to just sort things out. I'm like, okay, like, did you hear what I said? Like, what do you think? She's like, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm trying to work things out with you. Like, I told you last night that I would try to hear your ideas, so I figured maybe you would try to think about what I told you last night. Again, you try to, again, put forth effort and actually give a damn. Um, enough to care about trying to develop things with us. Um, and that's what I'm thinking. So, you imagine I'm kind of disappointed. I'm a little bit angry at her because I'm like, you didn't even try. Like you had all day. You had a majority of hours to do this. As much as you're like, oh yeah, I miss you. I've thought about you all day. You didn't happen to remember this. Very last thing that I sent you. Very last thing that we kind of, argued about. Come on. Yeah, but eventually you know, she got to a point where basically she's like, hang on. Oh, well, when you react like that, like, I guess it's me trying to, like, talk things out, be open, right? So, okay, when you react like that, like, you kind of make me feel, I sense like you're kind of angry at me. She's like, no, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Dang. And I said, okay, it kind of sounds, okay. I mean, I'm just trying to talk things out with you. I'm just trying to work things out, just trying to see, like, what's going on and how we can work together. And anyway, it was just a whole bunch of attitude on her side. And yeah, I know that from there, basically, she's like, okay, 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 like, dang, it's not even a big deal, like, you're taking it, to extreme, like, anyway. And I'm like, no, stop. I'm in the middle of talking, can you be quiet? 'Cause, like, what I'm trying to talk about if you let me get through this, I'm trying to help you out, damn. I'm trying to let you know, I'm trying to give you, like, the inside scoop of stuff, like, you don't even want it, that's the thing, like, it just, you say this, but, like, you really don't follow through because you're everywhere. And I get it, things are hitting you in life, but still, I feel like, to a certain degree, that's no excuse for doing things that you do, though, you know? In regards to me and treating me a certain way. You need to put a lid on that because that doesn't make any sense. But I will say that from there I got on my hand because she's getting erratic again, basically, where she starts saying, because again, I'm trying to put my foot down, like, hey, look, I need you to stop talking to me like that. I'm trying to do this, and she's like, hey, hey, anyway, what are you wearing? Oh my god, I love you. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Didn't you hear me say I miss you? Okay, I guess you don't miss me. Okay, well, I love you. I love you. I love you. I miss you so much. Anyway, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Hey, what did you have to eat? What are you doing right now? Are you laying down? Again, all that other stuff. Showing complete disrespect to me, just basically, like, just no fucking respect. As if either I'm an idiot or you feel like I'm a little kid. It's where you have to, like, try to bend down a little to get in my face and try to talk to me a certain way, right? Dumb it down for me or something. Like, stop it. Who the hell are you to do that to me? I don't appreciate that, especially when I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to let you in on what's going on, what I'm feeling, but you can't even do the same. You don't even care. You don't even seem to want it. So I said, okay, after all that just was the final straw. Basically, she just, just talking over me and all the same crap. And that's that kind of weird, crazy, psycho behavior. It comes out of nowhere. she just starts running blurting out, I love you, I love you, I miss you. Anyway, what are you wearing? And like she's laughing between it like it's funny. And I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, stop, I'm serious. Stop. I'm trying to handle things with you. Like this is why, to be honest, I feel like, I can't even talk to you sometimes and it's hard to talk to you because you start doing this. And she's like, anyway, where are you right now? Did you eat? What did you have to eat? Anyway, I miss you. Do you miss me? You didn't say that you miss me. I guess you don't miss me, huh? I guess you hate me. Again, it doesn't take, she's spurting all this stuff out in just seconds, and she doesn't stop. No room at all for me, even though I'm the one who's talking. When it gets to the point where she doesn't want to hit a certain topic, I guess because it's too serious, or it has her confront something that she doesn't want to confront, and she knows that has to do with her and a problem that she's causing. That's what she does. Either she just backs off and she shuts down, or she wants to try to like distract. And to be honest, again, that reminds me too much of home life. That reminds me too much of the crap I've been dealing with already. Those exact two reactions. I'm tired of that. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of those reactions, to be honest. So I said, and this wasn't really, this is obviously wasn't regarding like my home life. This is strictly between me and her. This is what she's been doing for a while. And again, yeah, it had me really aggravated because I'm like, you're still doing the same things that you did before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, it's the same way on the phone. I used to try to talk to her. I'm calm and I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be respectful. Whenever she interrupts, I would get quiet and I would try to start again. And then she starts, saying the same crap, just distracting me and all this stuff, trying to, and, not really showing much respect. Either because she thinks I'm an idiot or she thinks I'm a child or something like that. And I just happen to forget, right? Like I'm that much an idiot that I just randomly forgot where I was. No, I didn't forget because this is important. Why isn't it important to you? Yeah, but again, I shouldn't have to chase you around for certain things. I shouldn't have to bring it to your attention when you should be doing things and what should be of importance. And again, like I said, I even asked her, I said, okay, this is when she was like, yeah, I had taken the pills and I want to take them again because I like the feeling. I like the feeling of that it gave me, right? I just like the feeling. I like the feeling of the overdose. And I'm like, again, it's that crazy stuff. It's like, something's wrong with you. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, even I didn't say that. It wasn't just the fact of, oh yeah, man, I gotta get that high. And I know probably when she was doing it, that wasn't the main point either, but I was never one to be like, oh yeah, I kind of like that feeling near death. I kind of like that. You see, I didn't do it. I wasn't trying to hurt myself. I wasn't trying to kill myself just because, man, this is awesome feeling. No. But see, it's kind of weird. Like, why are you... Whenever I would put myself in those situations and I would, do what I did, try to calm myself down or get out whatever I was feeling, it was literally just that, to get out what I was feeling, not to try to, like, get some kind of a sick MTV, crap spin on my real pain. Understand? On my, like some sleazy, like Jersey Shore, whatever kind of twist on what I was, what I was feeling. Right? It's serious. But the way she was talking about things is just like so careless. But again, it's like, it's in a way that it's just too erratic, and it's in a way that it's just, I mean, she was saying it like a joke. She wasn't saying like genuine concern, like, I'm actually kind of scared and creeped out that I actually like the feeling of overdose. No, she was saying like, I think I want to do it again. I liked it, it was cool. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you gonna put yourself on death row just because of the feeling of overdose and liking the feeling of overdose? That's not why I did it. That's not even, that's kind of not the point of why, like, even getting to that point, I get it, that's dangerous, of wanting to hurt yourself or harm yourself in any way. But where you're just so careless, with yourself when you're like that. It's not about, whoa, I like this feeling, or whoa, people are paying attention to me now. Whoa, I can use this like to my advantage. I can use this to make things sound sad. I'm talking to people so they can feel for me. No, it's nothing like that. It's completely genuine and within you. When you're going through that mess, it's not just like, I think I like this, so I think I'm gonna keep on. No, and this is where it makes me question her sanity and her mind, because it's like something's really wrong with you. Like, do you have something? What's wrong with you? But I know I did some pretty wacky things, but it's a little bit too mental. It's a little bit too mental for me. And again, feeling like I have to manage her and I have to bring her back down to earth. Again, like I said, if you come to me, you better come to me right. I shouldn't have to hold your hand and teach you certain things and have to help you through certain things. And that's just exhausting. She was talking about marriage and kids. No. Doesn't even make sense. I said, and I even said, okay, so how are we supposed to be, I even said, she said, well, I did it. I don't know why I did it. I don't like taking the pill. She said, I don't know why I did it. I just did it to did it. I just did it because I wanted to do it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know why you did it? Like, you can tell me. You can tell me why, I guess she'd rather not tell me, and it seemed crazy, right? It seemed stupid, but whatever it is, I just didn't like hearing the fact that I don't know why I did it. I just did it to do it. Either way, I know it doesn't matter now, and everything's gonna be fine, right? This is where she gets pushing things off and trying to overpower me and act like things don't matter, right? But it really does matter. Like, you not only are you feeling like this, but you actually tried to do it, and it could have worked. And all that love and care for me, it just went out the window. I mean, wow. You're just willing to yank yourself that much. Well, what about me? I mean, dang, you're willing to hurt me like that. And I've been in that situation. Like I said, I've already said that, though. I know how it is on both ends. Very much so. When you're the person who's doing that kind of stuff, when you're the person who has to try to, talk them down and, whatever. But I will tell you that I didn't appreciate much of that, because when she said, I don't know why I did, I just did it to do it, and it's not really a big deal, leave me alone, right? That is that erratic behavior again. It's like, so I said, okay, I asked her, okay, so you mean to tell me, like, if we, since you want to talk about marriage and all this stuff, if we're married someday, if we're living together and we have to pay a bill, and you just randomly say, I don't want to pay this bill, I'm not going to pay this bill, I don't care to do it, right? And I ask you, why didn't you pay the bill, right? Because now we don't have any water. Now we don't have any heat. If I come home and you randomly have killed one of our kids because, well, I was mad or whatever, or whatever, and I ask you, why did you do this, right? Well, I'm not saying that's immediately what I would do. I don't think I'd be talking to you. I think I'd really be mad, and I'd probably put my hands on you then if one of my kids has been touched. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'd come home and be like, oh, honey, what happened? How did you get mad? How did you get mad to do this? No, talking is over at that point. I'm not talking anymore. I'm gonna handle things, And I'm gonna get those other kids away from you, and I'm gonna try to take care of those kids, because only Lord knows what else you've been doing to these other kids. I mean, you went on ahead and you killed this other kid. Why did you kill one of our kids? I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I just did it to do it. Doesn't make any sense. That's why it makes me question, is there something mental going on? Like, there are a lot of wacky things like I thought of doing and whatever when I was, in a certain state. But I'm just saying, like, that's that stuff. It makes you question, how far are you willing to go when you say, because it can't be for jokes. Like, she's sitting and laughing about it like it's not really a big deal. I'm like, and there's already a sense of carelessness, obviously, when someone is self-harming and when they're suicidal, right? But there is a genuine care. There are genuine feelings there behind it, not just up in the air carelessness. Oh, I don't know, I just did it to do it. doesn't make any sense. So that's really where, I started to question other things with her besides just, I think this is more than literally just depression and just her hurting. I think this is something else, the beginning stages of something else. I don't know. And it's like she doesn't let me in, she doesn't let me talk to her. Like, it's weird. And again, when I have to chase her down for answers, I feel like I'm having to do too much. I feel like I have to be like her mom, and I can't be her mom when I'm trying to have a relationship with you. I can't. You know, I can't be your mom. Because you're not a little kid. You need to come to me. You need to come to me right. Keep me trying to, mommy you and take care of you. Not like that. I can help you. I can hold your hand. I can nurture you in a certain way, in a healthy way, the way I feel like it should be. There's a kind of care and responsibility that falls on the other partner when it comes to being there for one another and talking things through. But again, that's kind of why you open your mouth and why you talk things through, you know. But again, you need to be open and willing to do that stuff, not just, I don't care, anyway, I miss you, anyway, what are you wearing, No, stop it. But, yeah, that made me question, like, so if you, like, kill one of our kids, or if you, and if I ask you why'd you do it, and then if you say, I don't know why I did it, I just did it to do it anyway, just come in here and eat dinner, it's not really a big deal. Or why'd you throw my dog out the window? I don't know why I did it. I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of mad. Anyway, just come down and just come and sit with me and tell me you miss me. Tell me I'm pretty and eat your dinner that I made you. That's not gonna fly with me. You understand? Whether it's you killed a kid or you killed my dog or even you don't want to pay a bill, so now you're putting me in a jam or even something like this. Because either way, it still affects me. When you're in this together with me, it still affects me. I need you to let me in and tell me what's hurting you so I can try to help and be there for you and talk things through with you. The next time, the same thing, whatever it is that actually hurts you, right? Before you get to that point to where you actually want to do anything. She doesn't even let me get in there. So obviously, like, if you're not ready to share and open things up, then you're not ready to really be in anything with anyone. I'm not saying that whatever it is that's hurting you is invalid. That doesn't mean that it's invalid, right? Fine, you can keep whatever it is that's hurting you. You can keep your pride and you can hold on to it if it's really that dear to you. But I'm sorry, I can't let you go on like this the way you are. Number one, you're hurting, and thus it's going to hurt our relationship. It's going to hurt me, seeing you hurt and not being able to do anything. And then when you even take it as far as doing what you did, right? What she did, not what she was thinking about, but what she did, it still ends up hurting me. Because again, I'm lumped in this together with you. So I'm going to have to tap out because I can't just sit by and have you do this and it's supposed to be okay. Or just watch you do this and just have you die. I can't. And I'm not gonna do that. And just smile like it's okay. Because that to me doesn't make any sense and that's erratic behavior. And I already told you, I don't like things that don't make sense. I don't. My patience is very low for things that don't make sense. It can just be a really stupid question that someone asks. I've heard there's no such thing as a stupid question, but Anyway. Yeah. What, yeah, my mouth is hurting. My jaw. But, anyway, she started doing all that, like that talking over me stuff, and I said, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't, like, this is why I get to a point where, because we can't even talk to each other. I'm not saying, when I say we can't talk to each other, I'm not talking about we don't have anything to talk about. I'm saying, literally, what's happening right now is stopping a lot of things, stopping progress, and I just can't, do this. She's like, okay, again, here's where the blaming starts, right? She's like, oh, so you're breaking up with me, huh? You're just breaking up with me again. You always break up with me, whatever. That's all you do. You don't ever try to stay and work things out with me. You don't care about me. You don't love me. You just always want to break up with me. And then she hung up. Again, so this automatic insinuating guilt onto me, expecting me to come back and call you back and apologize. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what? I try to stay with you. I try to work things out. I try to ask you what's what in your life, what you can't get right in your right, what you can't get right in your life, what's in your wallet. Anyway, nah. Anyway, what's in your wallet? I can't remember what insurance company that is, or credit card, whatever that is. I know Samuel says that. He's like, what's in your wallet? Really, I can't chase you down for things. If you can't come to me, and then if you can't handle certain things on your own, you shouldn't be with anyone else anyway. Certainly, if things get too overwhelming for you to handle on your own, fine. But you need to be at a certain point where you can actually communicate that stuff, right? Because if you can't talk about it, then we can't talk about it. And then it's just in the way. And we never get anywhere. So yeah, I did officially break it off with her. I did. And of course, she's like, you know what, you're always just leaving me. You don't care about me. And, oh, no one ever stays. I'm like, stop throwing in my face what everyone else doesn't do for you. I'm not everyone else. Like I said, I know things have happened to you. I know things are hitting you in your life. And I'm sorry for that. But don't throw what other people are doing in my face to you. And I hope you get better. I know you're sad. I know you've been going through a lot. But if anything, what other people have done right now doesn't matter. I'm talking about me and you. When I'm on the phone with you, I'm trying to handle me and you. I'm trying to work things out. I'm trying to be there for each other. But you're not even saying you're not with me when it comes to me and you. You're just, I don't know. Like I said, it's really weird. Like, I can't even say like she's just doing what she wants to do. It gets to that point, it does with her. But I'm saying like, it's more like when she's just mouthing off. Like I said, just nonstop, trying to distract me or whatever. Or, like I said, just blaming me for stuff or trying to guilt trip me. But I don't even know what to call it with her. Like, she just goes on this whole other tangent. Like I said, me again, really. Like, Andre. Anyway, I don't even know. So, yeah. Like I said, she's the one who just hung up on me. So, again, I'm trying to just be civil. I'm trying to explain, okay, it's easy to see that this isn't working out, so let's just sit down, let's talk about it, let's handle it. Grown and sexy, let's handle what we can, handle business. That's what I always say, that's what I mean. That's what I like to do. Right? Let's get it over with. Stop messing around, let's deal with the problem. Well, that's when, she hung up. She didn't want to listen to what was going on or what I was feeling. And obviously way before that, when I was trying to tell her, right? Because when I get to a certain point, that's when I'm trying to warn you. Hey, like you're running out of luck with me. Running out of patience, and your luck is gonna run out, and you're wasting your time, and you're making things worse for yourself, because you're not really cooperating. But anyway, and it takes two. It does. It takes two to make a thing go right. Really, it takes two. And I can't keep trying to do all the work for you. Like I said, it's exhausting. I can't try to hold your hand and try to, be your mom and try to have you grow up in my arms when you're already supposed to. Like I said, if you're gonna come to me, you better come to me right. Everyone has bits of broken pieces, but to their history, fine. But this is on a whole nother level. You're expecting me to actually raise you and all this stuff and help you become mature, and I can't do that. It makes me feel sad because I know she is hurting. I know there's something going on in her head. I know that. But she doesn't even let me be there for her to the point where it's just exhausting. We end up either arguing or we end up talking about nothing. I literally told her this the night before. I told her, we had another argument. I literally just told you moments before, again, when we were talking on the phone, I said, look, I've noticed what ends up happening. Either we don't have da-da-da-da to say, or da-da-da-da ends up happening. And I don't like either of them. So let me try to fix this, right? But again, micromanaging, and I found myself always being the one to have to try to come up behind her and fix things. That should have been both of our problems, not just me. And so it also puts me back in the traces of my mom, footsteps in her shoes, because that's a lot of stuff that I see that happens still, with her within her relationship, and I don't like that. I'm not taking care of no one else. I'm not doing that. That's just ridiculous, and I've seen that throughout most of my life. So coming up, I didn't appreciate it then. I don't appreciate it now. A man or a woman, I don't. I just know I'm not gonna go there to where I am, explaining everything, where I'm apologizing for nothing, to where I'm the one coming home and doing everything, and then you're not really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I feel like I can't say anything because then I'm nagging you or whatever, right? But then you want to get mad at me. Oh, well, I work hard too. No, shut up, shut up. Like, when I say that I'm so over that, I'm really over that. I'm just so over all that crap. I don't have any more patience for that because I've seen enough of it. I'm tired of it. I just know I'm not going to be placed in that. I'm not, man or woman. If you're going to come to me, you need to come to me right. Don't expect me to mommy you. Don't expect it. So I'm not here to take care of you. Not like that. If we're going to help each other, I can't be, how are we going to help each other in this together? But you're not even grown. You're not even fully grown up for this. Really, you're a little kid, and I'm having to hold your hand. Really. And spoon feed you. Shoot. But I sent her a message, a few messages, and I'm like, Facebook, I'm like, hey, just letting you know, blah, 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 blah. Really wanted to work things out, but I wish you the best and take care. And I was literally trying to say, blah, blah, blah. And, I was trying to tell you, I was trying to warn you, Yeah. There have been a couple times I felt like breaking it off with her, but I didn't. One time I came really, really close. Like I said, last time, like I said, when she was talking about taking pills and stuff, and I didn't even know how to feel about it. I told her I need some time to think. I need to, because like I said, she wasn't cooperating at all. I was trying to be nice and, blah, 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 ask her things. She didn't want to follow up. She wanted to just do whatever. And I think I said this like in my video. I don't want her to do it. Something like that. Something like that. That's what I titled it. But I know either way that I had to try to chase her around too much. Things I shouldn't have to ask her for and chase her around. And I'm not going to be like my mom when it comes to Mark, or when it comes to my mom and my ex-stepdad. Coming home, taking care of everything, and doing everything by myself. I'm not going to do that.